just, what, a week ago now.
Yeah, I want to see if Imperial bring the same tenacity to the server, starting T-side, looking to bring the energy into this game. They're starting off with a quick A execute. It's only Yuri nearby. This is going to be the site controlled by Imperial, and FURIA surely left to a retake of some sort.
Oh, and Yuri's been dinked straight away, so those rotates are going to have to start moving around now for FURIA. Smoke's deployed. And the Valkyries move in behind it. Imperial going to get out with the bomb plant here. Time to get set up in this post plant. There is a big flank on the cards from Fallen. He's going to get a lot of room before contact comes out. Flash and a spawn for Imperial. They take CT away. They're in a good position here. A lot of times being lent to Fallen on this backstab, so he's got to get out of this with some clean kills.
There's no open shots right now. They're tucked in the back of the site. He's going to whip his opener. Now FURIA need to swim in, but they can't land anything. Bubble gets 2 in the site, and Imperial just run over FURIA in this pistol. K-Serato's going for the stick. He's got a smoke on the bomb, and he's jumping for it, but they'll spam him out through, and 23 finds that pistol, and Bubble calls them bots. Someone's bringing the energy, and Imperial are coming through with a pistol.
Oh, that's so good.
I mean, we talk experience, we talk Zaz v Fallen. Bubble is one of the most experienced players in the entire scene if we look at his over decade-long career.
Let's fucking go, you bots!
And FURIA, waiting for Fallen, will pay the price of their mistake. We've got a force-up for FURIA in the second round. Bubble comes out confident in middle. Swing into the boxes as Imperial set up for this B hit. You talked about K-Serato, Harry. He's back home. Looking like a fake of the mid control before they go back to this B split. Bubble coming up short. There's going to be no one here to stop him. Cello is smoked off and doesn't have the gun to contribute. So it's FURIA looking like a 2-on-4 on this B bomb site. And K-Serato is fiddling with nades right now. He's got to watch out.
Good timing on the jump check at least, and he does have support from Yuri still. There's going to be a lot of bodies thrown at K-Serato here as he tries to steal himself away over at bench. Cat with the swing. Can't get her bearings on K-Serato, so he's been allowed to get out with one. His Cello on that rotate over, but K-Serato is still here, trying to buy precious time. Zaz tapped out, an important trade out of Bubble as he maneuvers up through short. It's left on a Fallen and Skulls in this 2v3. This is the force buy for FURIA, and they've done damage on a 23. Bubble holds for the cross. They are out in his cross.
Oh, no!
That's an awkward spray. 23 fed to the Wolves as well, but Bubble's been allowed to put a fresh mag in, and there comes Anna to save the day.
All right, that's not crispy for FURIA. Bubble whiffs an entire mag, gets a reload, still gets the kill, while no one's re-peeking Skulls. He needed that one.
All right, that's it. I'm calling it now. We're all aboard the Imperial Valkyries train. They're winning the series.
I do like how they play, how they played against Na'Vi, how they've started this game. It's very exec heavy, right? They get to maximize the trade potential. They go aggressive. They get to catch people in setups. You know, FURIA are gonna have to know what they're up against in this game to avoid just getting popped by full execs.
Something else that I find interesting about the fact that we have Bubble here is, like, I know whenever I've seen the Imperial Valkyries play, usually they're very focused, like, inwards, and it's all about what they're doing as a team. I like that he's going to bring a bit of shit-talkiness to this whole affair. And I'm really curious if anyone else feels inspired.
I don't know if they will, but
I hope they do.
Hey, Bubble's doing it for the team. Playing the mental game. Can FURIA keep their heads on straight as we see this A stack in play? It's a light buy, only pistol upgrades, no chance, surely, but Cello and Skulls catch kills close ramp and push in to get guns as well. Missed shots for Zaz. Fallen follows up. It's getting ugly right now, and it's got to be all 23 to clutch up in a 1v3. She's found the first. Cello denies, and FURIA win a full eco.
Kind of a devastating way for that one to go, right? The double P250 push in a ramp. 23 tried her damnedest to keep them in that. It was a really nice triple kill out of Palace, but with so much control taken from FURIA, an awkward miss spray. I think it was from Zaz coming out through the connector. Things went from bad to worse there, and so FURIA on the board earlier than they would have hoped.
Yeah, this game gets very hard all of a sudden because FURIA winning a low econ round gives them an AWP, and it gives them every bit of utility, as Imperial don't have anywhere near the same graces. It's Bubble on a Tech 9 with Anna. Lots of nades at least, but FURIA will return to sender. Great HE up middle. Yuri, a second one lands as well. Zaz is down to 18 health. And FURIA sitting a 5-on-4 with full mid control, and there's no getting back into it for Imperial. They've got to go back to the bomb sites. Re-smoked. And regrouping perhaps for a late B.
They fake that they want to go for this mid control, and FURIA for the most part have respected this. That bomb will start to make its way out in the mid now. Cello getting real curious, starting to work his way up through the connector, and he does have support nearby. In window is Yuri, up on Cat is Skulls.
This bomb loose.
So not alone in these fights in middle, and Cello's one out the first. The bomb away from Imperial now. And with only 35 seconds left, this gets real awkward.
23 kind of has to kill Fallen, and even then, this is going to be a tough round. He's scoped back at CT, but he is playing timings. Just check Palace. Pulls nades. 23 gets a chance. It's 20 seconds though to do this, and Cello stopped the lurk through middle, so Imperial are boxed in into this site, and Fallen catches a fantastic shot through the box as FURIA sweep this one aside. 5 alive on their full buy.
Or you want to go around? What do you prefer? Você vai liga? Tá, vai liga.
Gonna have to be Glocks.
Damn, I like trying to extract as
Oh
much
yeah,
as
I'm gonna
we
listen.
can
I'll go
from
quiet.
it. Yeah, I'm
Don't
listening
worry.
to all of them.
We all want the info. We all want the comms. That's what we're here for. Let's hear how Imperial are making it work without their in-game leader.
Going for a bomb one. Oh, well, that's the bomb down. They still managed to spill in, but all the rotates arrive. Nice little one at the end for 23. FURIA will find themselves up in the lead now, and no bomb plant there. You would have loved the little cash injection. Means they won't get to bring an AWP out into this round. It's 5 rifles for Imperial.
This is where FURIA should start flexing their muscles. They're playing good mid control right now.
Oh no.
Been assisting with a lot of flashes. Been trading out HEs even to multi-nade the top of middle. There's a tech pause, but if we don't acknowledge it, then maybe it won't happen. So we're back in.
Oh, you even did that ahead of time calling it as well. Like you didn't learn your lesson from earlier, man.
What lesson? We're live. 3-2.
Imperial want to try and take mid. It looks like FURIA are willing to fight them here. Fallen playing through the con smoke. AWP out and support even nearby from Cello and the short push. Fallen going to strike first. Bubble once again on the receiving end of it. Zaz can't get the trade as that second swing comes out from Yuri. Fallen's finding success all across the map on this AWP. God, he just wants to take every fight.
Yeah.
Oh! Maybe didn't want to take that one. Claws pulled for Cat as she deals with Fallen on the entry. Now, could anything become of this round? A 2v5 as it starts, but that AWP out of the picture. Cat given a little bit more room to start tiptoeing out ramp. Gets the spot on the jump at CT. Knows there's a player here.
Oh, double volley.
Oh, she's actually not spread far enough. Cat's allowed to keep hanging out in this corner. They must be very confused as to how she's still there. Anna's been caught, and so it is just Cat left flying solo. No crazy Cat clutch in that round. It's FURIA Sticking the landing on a 5v2.
All right, no respect from Fallen in middle there. Just goes through the con smoke after he's flashed off of it. So just feels like he can get away with absolute murder in middle. And so he does. Double entry. And then it all just falls into place for FURIA. Another pistol buy, maybe another pop on this B bomb site here for Imperial. They were doing, against Na'Vi, they were doing 4-1s with the bomb going one side and the rush going the other. It didn't really work. But a bit of an old school move. In middle, they get denied in this round. And even at upper B, blocked. They smoke the molly, but they choose not to go. So this one's fizzled out very quickly. And FURIA still own middle. Fallen starting this match strong as soon as the orb comes out. No road to run for Imperial on these eco rounds. They've been quick and clean ever since FURIA won their own P250 buy.
Needs to be contact, yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I can take it fast actually, if you molly for me.
Okay, they're doing a set play, it seems like, out of spawn. Was that the Ents B contact I hear? So these are the rounds that Imperial have shown to be far better on, especially in that game v Na'Vi.
Yeah, Bubble's selling a bit of mid-pressure early on, but the real object is trying to get up in these apartments. Zaz's going to walk out into lower.
Might get a player in window. Wouldn't be a bad move to leave them for later.
Cello's been waiting for this, though, and a lot of these rounds, he's just been sitting behind this smoke, watching for a player to boost up and break on the smoke. Cello gets his reward.
Timing could not have been better there. As Zaz is jumping up, full vision, and K-Serato has more utility on this B bomb site to go.
Yeah, you're only just starting to get out this first wave. Still a Molotov available for Yuri as well to try and slow this down. Just going to be contact. 3 players here for FURIA. Strong crossfires set up and no trades from Imperial. It takes Cat going up and over. Goes for the first man on top of the van. Can Cat find any more here?
Got to do so while the smokes are up.
Waiting in the back of apps, hoping that something opens to her on this AWP, but right now it's nothing available. FURIA playing this one close and personal. There's the AWP. Giving them a bit more runway. That's a moment of pause for FURIA now.
I don't know where Cat's gotten to. She's very deep in the site. She might catch a player looking sideways right now. Easy kill. Fallen has repositioned, and Cat doesn't know. They think the AWP's on short, and right now they're focused on the bomb. 15 seconds. There could be a bomb denial, but FURIA aren't going to play for it. They move through market together in a 2. Imperial take their post-plant positions. Cat in the open, still scared of short. Gets into cover in time.
Okay, not going to die first.
Ooh.
And it will get taken off the line. Cat's going to have to do this one all alone. 2 kills to her name already. Third one presents itself. That's nearly the lineup, but nearly's not going to cut it. Yuri with an important trade keeps that 5v2 in FURIA's favor.
We had a lot of those rounds in that Na'Vi game, right? Like the 2v2s, the 1v1s, the Imperial just fell short of, and you wonder what could have happened if they won those swing rounds. This is exactly what happens. FURIA build up momentum. They build up money. That was a weird one for Anna. She had the perfect line. She had the advantage, and she didn't shoot. A little slow to it. So FURIA pull out a reposition retake. Keep the good times coming.
That's the thing I think that's scary here is you're so far through, so far away rather from breaking through this FURIA money that's been built up with these early flawless rounds, that this is going to be a real grind of a match if you're Imperial. Bubble has really struggled over here in mid. Anna and Cat are able to make things a little more interesting though. Some quick trades there as they're given fights in middle early. Yuri manages to get out, repositions around this smoke, and 23 is caught on an Aps lurk. Leaving just Zaz and Ana left up in this round. The AWP just staring in through Con, but Yuri does not have to give them a fight. He's fine just waiting here. Zaz will bring the fight to him. Gets out with the kill. 2v2 opens up. Bomb's still over on Catwalk. There could be a route into this after all. Some smooth moves from Zaz. Get us set up over in window room. And it looks like they want to try and wrap onto this B site. Lending Zaz a few seconds. See if she's given a kill.
The only reason FURIA is still in this round is because K-Serato started A. I think the reason 23 drops out Palace there is they realize they killed the A anchor, and K-Serato is in an unsuspecting position. So off of that, Imperial walk into a trap. 2v2 now, and they are very split. This is so reliant on Ana finding success, but there are so many positions to clear. She's got a Molotov. But will she manually check the back of the van? Molly goes apps. Cello can deny this plant if he gets here in time. Ana goes to the back of the site in an empty position, but he can still stop it in time. Molly is absolutely ruining Cello's day, and Ana still gets it down with seconds to spare. It's on K-Serato, Brazil's best in the 1v2.
Not going to be easy for him, though. Space has been taken. There's an AWP pushed up in a market. Ana did just leave the angle. That's lent K-Serato a bit of a leg to stand on here. He's closing the gap. Half the time ticked off this bomb already, and he's just looking away. Ana with the swing. Her and Zaz cook up a round and find a way back in for Imperial. Zaz, the real GOAT with that molly. Throwing it down over towards Van. It saved the entire round.
And important kills for Ana in that post plant as well. She didn't get a lot of AWPs in the Na'Vi game due to just losing, swing rounds for economy. But she's already had a lot going on in this T side, and they're going to keep coming. Looking for a ramp pick now. FURIA with Skull's balcony side taking middle, putting a lot of real estate, or put a lot of resources rather into taking this real estate. They're up top mid with the AWP, for crying out loud. Fallen's looking for another 5v4. He's picked Bubble both times in middle. Bubble hidden back this time. Fallen goes searching. Meanwhile, his team look at that A site. Bubble gets picked, but they find the ramp entry.
Oh, awkward timing for Cat. Skulls catches her on a swing. And so it's another one of these 2vx rounds going to have to come through for Imperial. Or else FURIA get right back to their winning ways. And that's not a winning recipe for Zaz. Walking the con smoke. It's held, it's considered, and that leaves it now just on 23.
And Fallen's on the angle with a dry fight. He's been nailing these all day. He's going to do so once more. FURIA 7 up now. Another multi-kill for Fallen. He has been full of them. 3 multi-kill rounds already on the AWP.
No, just smoke.
Bubble may have started strong, but the role of going out first middle is not proving to be an enjoyable position. And Imperial salvage something with another Tech 9 buy. Got some nades. They get out behind the boxes. Going for a fast B split.
Yeah, righting up the catwalk, straight out through the apartments. K-Serato low on ammo, but they've lost the entire short split component of this B hit. It's now just 2 in the apartments, and that's quickly cleaned up by this B hold. 8-3, a winning CT half put forward from FURIA as Imperial lag behind. I hope before this half is over, which means it kind of has to happen now, I hope we get to see Imperial go back to the A hit. I think that was some of their nicest work early on with just the standard util. FURIA are playing a lot of players over in mid to fight for this mid control.
They're trying not to be 1D, they're trying to get mid so they can get a player out under or a lurking connector, but the timings haven't been great, and that's because Fallen's doing stuff like this. He's pushing the con smoke, he's aggressive on short, he's constantly thinning the herd.
We've started so many rounds with a minimum of 3 players in middle for FURIA. And so in those moments, the extremities are a little bit weaker, but so much time and resources spent fighting for mid. and yet to see the results for it. It's looking to be a dominant closer to this half out of FURIA as they steamroll over the Imperial Valkyries to open up this series.
Full focus for FURIA as Fallen and Cello run rampant over the server and welcome Imperial to the Hall of Heroes with a harrowing start to 9-3 half. On the CT side of Mirage, it's Imperial's map pick. It's one that FURIA have even had trouble with, but right now it's all coming up Big Fallen. Very mobile AWP action on that CT side was enjoyable to watch from him. And Imperial, safe to say, at this sort of deficit, despite getting that first pistol, they do require the second. But there's only one B, Harry.
Yeah, it's going to be a pretty big test for Kat here. She's showing real proficiency with the pistols, so don't count her out of this. Kat with a double. That's a thing of beauty. That second shot to Yuri. So fast, you barely even saw it, but she will get run down. Cello able to deal with the one defender. The rest of Imperial now have to finish what Kat started.
Ooh.
Push into the market. They want to bring the fight to Imperial. They're going to try and take this space away. 2 USPs holding, and 23 does not let them get away with this market control. It's just Fallen now. 1v2. They've got him boxed in, both sides accounted for. Trying to close the net over Fallen, trying to eliminate all his options, but Fallen's carved his own path here. Back into the round, in with the clutch. It's Fallen. Double digits secured for FURIA as he's ascending up towards the top of the board, trying to overtake Cello. The two with a real hot start here for the FURIA squad. Heartbreak of a round for Kat after the opening she was able to find. These were fantastic.
Yeah. It's a real shame. They had him boxed in. I think Anna needs to scale a bit faster there. 23 had him stuck in the site, but they couldn't get a 2-on-1. He's able to isolate really well. And you can't teach experience, can you? Fallen laughing it off and finding a pistol to put FURIA on the precipice of taking this map. They're going to go back to it as well. Another B hit with only one player and a smoke that will not be respected as FURIA come flooding in. You might just have to full save Imperial on the wrong side of the map. This is definitely the right call to give it up as long as you can keep your guns alive. Play this force buy again. But that puts FURIA one step closer. I want to see if Fallen calls the bluff again, right? Because you would expect...
Yeah, well, the triple V hit to open.
If they're saving full, it's because they forced it. It's because they gambled. So you can kind of expect them to keep the force and gamble again. It's your best odds of winning the round. Hoping FURIA just exec into your sight. We saw the same thing happen in the first half. So does Fallen want to call the bluff once more? Would not put it past him in this match.
I don't get what you want to do. No force, we can buy FAMAS. Like
No, we're just playing. We stay for the next.
Stress for Imperial. There is no room for error. And FURIA look like they want to run it back similarly at least. Got a bit more mid-control coming in, a slower approach to B, but again, Imperial want to fight them in mid. That molly spreading last second. All 5 in middle for Imperial.
Oh, awkward for Cello. He's done a lot of damage.
Whoa. But they're out B.
And rest of FURIA on the back of this fake out in mid. Take all the space in this B site. That's a crazy dink. Put down range from Bubble. Zaz has been able to secure that kill to Yuri down in middle. Bubble's MP9, secretly a sniper, taps out Keserato. Cello's still left wrestling for this mid control.
So late though, they gotta go.
As the Ana Scout making matters even harder for FURIA. It's only Skulls in the site. Has to buy time, has to hold the line, and they'll run him down. 23 on the drive-by peek. It's all left onto Cello.
Okay.
On the bomb now. Trying to close the distance here, but 10, it's not ideal. And there's Kat's USP to silence him. The save of that force buy worth its weight in gold to keep this game alive for Imperial.
A really nice call to just flood the bomb site there after Cello gets that top mid frag and Ana follows up with the scout. They know they have just one player trapped. Pace is everything there for Imperial. They can't wait. They have to overwhelm Skulls, on 23 hits a crucial shot with a 5-7 to stop that clutch on the B site from coming through. Imperial, akin to FURIA winning that eco in the first half, have saved themselves here. Giving themselves runway and an AWP to boot. Anna gets smoked immediately. So she's going to look for a picking connector instead. FURIA, a flat A executes. With Cello on his luck. 20-8 Cello. You've got to watch out. He's going to come behind you. Anna gets her first, though.
Well, things heated up for Zaz. That molly forces her into a swing, but she will secure the kill and takes it one step further. Zaz didn't have to go hunting for a second, but she wanted blood. And Keserato on the receiving end of it. Cello was meant to lurk out mid. Now he's got to sit in a corner for a minute in a 1v5.
Yeah, they shouldn't find him at this point. For Imperial, just take the 5 alive round. That's huge. It gives you breathing room on this CT side. You can save some money. Anna needs it right now, 100 in the tank. And a better look for Imperial on that A hold. I like that front default smoke that Zaz puts down as well. Let's fight players out Tetris without committing to the apex headshot angle that AKs are going to be so much better at.
No, no, maybe not. No, he cannot. He cannot. He cannot. They have no money next.
They're going for the hunt.
Yeah, I just had them say they have no money next round, so screw it. Why not? They're going to try throw some bodies at Cello here. 20 kills deep. He really wants to get out with this AK.
I can't believe he watched that for a minute and he was still focused.
Yeah, I'm tabbed out. I'm doing something different at this point if I'm Cello, but he's locked in.
Let's do spirit. Let's do spirit anyway. Can I have drop a cat?
But with a lot of calls, we're seeing that there are a lot of prep, a lot of things in the tank to show off.
Can the CT side start to build up?
What's Spirit? Do you think it's a mid-take? That's what I guess.
Yeah, surely.
It's going to be a low econ round. Cello with his saved AK. They are going for late mid control here, it looks like. Three in connector. Cello just trying to get this AK to work. Oh!
Blocks are getting removed one by one. The Cello, finally dropped out. It's Anna's AWP to get rid of him. Can anyone get their hands on that AK? They haven't been able to find it, so it's just these Glocks scrapping in middle. And everyone from Imperial goes hunting for that last man.
4.4. We need to be ready for sights now. They don't have a lot of
All right.
I think these looks we're getting a lot of insight, but
and Anna, make sure to smoke palace for her.
very aggressive round for Imperial.
Over these last few rounds, Anna's had some high-impact moments with the scope, right? It started with the scout, then donning the AWP. She found the kill in the A entry to kind of slow that down. Here with a swing with conviction into the one rifle down in mid. I think that's going to be one of the big question marks for Imperial. It's like, what can these games be if Anna feels like she's playing her best?
Yeah, CT side Mirage is exactly where you want to be. We saw the value fallen extracted in that first half. So Anna looking similar, very mobile. Different round, different position. Supporting on this A site this time as FURIA get mid control for free. Let's see how they do this A split. It's going to be a couple coming from under. Boost available. Big kill for 23 on top of the Palace. And that's a lurker dead. That might tell you, watch out on this A split. FURIA go through their own window smoke and Zaz has just looked away. She's fallen for it.
Oh, that's really awkward timing. Going to get back on the line now. Nice. Zaz will get rid of K Serato, blowing the smoke open. He goes just a little bit deeper. Zaz right up close. Cello gonna get out with the M4 now and can look to apply a bit more pressure. There's the backstab from Bubble. Oh, and the double up. Bubble's AK throwing itself into these fights, and it's finished off by 23.
Everyone does their job there. Everyone nails it, really. Zaz gets that lurker that looked very scary in the window. Scary cut.
Perfectly cut screams.
Yeah. Imperial, reason to believe right now as they lock 4 rounds in a row on CT side. FURIA going for a variety of rounds.
Yeah, right? It's not like, I mean, this game started with FURIA and Fallen calling a bunch of B rushes. Looks like that's the trick up his sleeve here with the Tech 9s on this low econ round. FURIA can feel that this game's getting far closer than they ever wanted it to. Just gonna try and barrel through the util up in the apartments. Bubble already here, holds the line with the AK. They go walking into Cat, but she's not one to be trifled with over at this B site. A lot of damage done. There's the support from the Ana AWP, and it's only Fallen left standing. He'll get run at.
Yeah, 5 alive. You know, we knew Ana was a very supportive AWPer coming in, right? Playing a lot of passive positions, playing for the clutches more so than the entries, but we've seen her very active in this game on the CT side specifically. Wasn't having a lot of fun in the first half, but she is in the right place at the right time, every time. She's even attempted some of these openers, trying to swing window, swinging ramp in the first gun round. Saves Cat there. 5 alive, Imperial 3 away.
They are making this happen. The huge performance from Cello and Fallen felt like it was going to be enough for FURIA to just dominate this game, but the tides have well and truly changed. It's back in the middle now.
Fallen hasn't had a kill this half yet.
Ana wants
Cello's 3 were on saves.
Ana wants to be involved on this AWP. She's taken the deep line down through middle. And there's top performer Cello stripped out the round by Ana's AWP. Hell of a man to find early.
Oh, he heard the jump. Katowice knows he has great timing. Tries to catch her in the air. Has to give it up now. That could have gone very wrong for Imperial. But even Katowice will walk back. Double setup on B. That means they know mid's clear. FURIA take it with a pace. That smoke is a bit scary, but I feel like it's just landed there. Taz, oh, I take it back. She's found a gap.
She's got a bunch of angles provided by this smoke. They're going to go looking for her, but ready and waiting. Skulls, double opener though. The round's back on. Skulls, he's made this one interesting. Can it go any further than that? It's a good flash to get the spot on Ana's AWP back in the spawn and knock her off the angle, but Skulls is just 1G'd. He's died in his own Molotov. Oh dear. From the double opener that was meant to be the hero of the round, one misstep has left FURIA clutching at straws. It's only Katowice. This is meant to be their man. He can't do anything. Ana catches him on the swing, and that is the recovery from Imperial.
That
Skulls. Oh, that's
unbelievable. That molly lasted forever, but there's no excusing it. He threw it. He ran back into the Molotov in a favored post plant.
After getting the double entry.
And you know what? We ended the year looking at FURIA and saying one of the biggest issues I've always had with this team is they just don't hit their smokes, man. They always miss utility. It was a meme on Nuke for so long that we didn't know if they were missing them on purpose, if this was some grand strategy. And when we ended in Shanghai, FURIA still hadn't fixed it. They were missing smokes on this map. They were missing smokes on Dust. They were missing smokes on Nuke. And they just did it again to give Imperial free kills up connector. This is a problem. Compounded by Skulls killing himself in the site. And within sight is this comeback from Imperial female. They are only 2 rounds behind. 6 straight CT side. Ana going from 0 to hero in this game. And everyone holding their spots.
Just down a pistols again for FURIA. Ana's had a real change in confidence across this map.
Yeah, look at this.
Look at the peak down in middle. This is exactly what Fallen was trying to get away with all first half long, and he was finding a lot of success here. Same successes come Ana's way. Cat gonna try and hold down the apartments, but Tech9's getting closer. Good control. She's pulled her own. Tech9 sends them packing. 2 players left standing, and it's still Bubble with support now from that Ana AWP. Fast on the rotate. Imperial are entering that flow state as Skulls left. Last man standing, and it might be another death in the Molotov for Skulls as this comeback well and truly taking flight now. There's 1 round between Imperial and FURIA.
Unbelievable. The way that they have done this as well, when you think about how dominant this first half was. FURIA win the pistol. They were 11-3 up as Imperial had to full save. Then Imperial win a force buy, and they have not dropped the ball since. Another strong double kill in the B bomb site for Cat. When you're ready to ride her off, she misses her mag and still nails it on the pistol. Here we go, FURIA. This is what we've been waiting for. The fall buy that must stick the landing, or you're in trouble.
Oh man, that is a crazy opener. This is like watching a whole different person. Ana is throwing herself in a fight after fight on this AWP, and FURIA are hating it. They've lost Cello early. They've lost the man top in the charts. 23 has been a monster over towards Palace. Zaz farms up the kills down in middle, and there's 23 with the killing blow. Tie game from 11-3 down. Imperial Valkyries have embarked on a huge comeback, 8 rounds straight to tie this game up.
The fundamentals are so solid there on that round. Zaz is hitting every shot on the conlurk, and they're supporting 23 with great flashes so she can farm off top Balk as well. This is looking ugly and stressed for FURIA, as a couple of little mistakes in this T side have gone a long way. And not to just say they're dropping the ball, Imperial have absolutely earned this place at 11 apiece. Anna, opener after opener, all on the CT side.
The thing that's so wild about this is, like, I think heading into the first event that we saw Imperial Valkyries play at the start of the year, it was Blast, it was versus Na'Vi, top dog opposition, and I think they did actually set a bit of a standard for themselves. Now, I think that it felt nigh on impossible for them to come to Katowice into the play-in and try to match up to that. Then the fact that they don't have Tori arriving and they have to have Bubble playing, like, this is a huge comeback versus a top squad. FURIA had a huge lead, 11-3, running away with the game. It wasn't even close. They have a coach standing in, and here they are tying up the game at 11-all. This would be one hell of a way to make some history if you are Imperial. To do it in this fashion. I don't think this is what Serato and Yuri, when they extended their contracts, had in their brain when they said, yeah, we want to make history for Brazil.
Yeah, well, if they want to do so, they need more than single-digit kills, for crying out loud. Fallen yet to frag in this entire half. Cello, 2 of his 3 kills were on saves. And Serato and Yuri never got going. Skulls' his only multi-kill. He ran into his molly after he got it.
Yeah.
So here we go. FURIA have rebought. They took a risk on this buy. They've gone full Galils to get the util, and Bubbles flashed in for an early kill. He will fall. This round now gets interesting, but keep in mind the mini-map where Imperial are stacked on this site. Anna in the pivotal position to shut this round down.
Oh, she's seen ahead there. Got the info, got the spot. Zaz wins the fight out down towards ramp. And Imperial, if they can stick the landing in this 2v2, they're about to find themselves in the lead. Anna had chances here. She's actually pushed in to play in the smoke.
Gotta get the bomb.
This is a very confident-looking Anna as she plays to face Serato on this bomb plant.
Stick.
Full commit to the stick. Footsteps heard. Serato has the info here. This is where the pressure's at its highest. Trying to get past Serato. A man famed for his clutches. Easier said than done, but Cat makes it so. Imperial up in the lead, and they've got one chance to get this game over the line.
Of course, it's Cat to close down that round as well. Against Brazil's best, question mark. She did it against Wonderful, back at Bounty. And right now, they are dethroning FURIA as well. Unbelievable comeback for Imperial. And map point on their pick. It is more than within reach. It is a reality right now. Can they land it?
They needed 9 rounds in a row, or 10 rounds in a row rather, if they wanted to close this out in regulation. And you wouldn't have believed it, but everything's coming up for Imperial. Anna nails the shot in mid through the smoke. And that AWP that was really struggling to get going, that was really struggling to find impact, is now so valuable to this Imperial squad on the defense.
Now we're seeing female player of the year 3 times in a row. And now FURIA know why. Putting on a clinic here in the A site. Even Serato's B-Lux have been nerfed all half by Cat with her util, with her positions. And he's down to 50. He failed his B attempt. He's gone back around the world. They're grouping for an A hit. This is the last chance for FURIA. If they don't win from a player down, this is Imperial taking a map in this series for the first time in history. Now Imperial are making the wrong gamble here. They've moved the AWP away. They're going to have to play retake. FURIA show their hand. That's a bomb spotted. The players can start scrambling now over the other side of the map as 23 is boxed in. FURIA get ever closer.
23 has been such a good buffer stop in these A hits. She's been incredibly consistent, especially at finding these kills over in Palace. But this round is going to be really tough for her. Boxed in this corner. Staying alive at least buys time for the rotates. There's spam damage connecting at Azaz, but it's not enough to stop the plant. This is going to end with a retake. We either get flushed into extra time, overtime on the cards, or Imperial pull this game back. They lose the first two in. Bubble with a key trade, 3-on-3. Ooh, 23 can't land the shot. It's all eyes on Ana. Half health gone, and Skulls will seal the deal. FURIA, it takes them an eternity, but they finally come up with the goods and lock in an overtime versus the Valkyries.
All right, Imperial can brush it off, right? They're the ones who pulled the comeback. They're the one who took the pressure off their back. For FURIA, it just reignites. Finally, we get impact from Fallen late in the last couple of rounds after a silent T-side. Man down round puts FURIA into overtime, and they even call their final timeout.
This is what it's all been for. And in a few minutes' time, we'll know who gets to lock in at Mirage. Move ahead, a map up in this series. FURIA from that 11-3 lead have scraped by into overtime, and now they're looking to completely change the pace of this game. Serato immediately runs it through the B site. Look at all these people in behind him. The rest of FURIA all there, looking to link up with Serato. Cat will not go down easy.
She's in trouble.
There's support on its way over as Zaz joins the fray, but not for long. There's that Fallen AWP. 23 is a long way away from being involved in this round, and so Ana, armed with her trusty AWP, is hoping these smokes fade soon enough and that she can get involved. 23 now faces the same fate over on short, and just nothing's being left open to this AWP. There's been no chances for Ana to get involved.
Yeah, got to
save it might just be the right call. Bit of pill to swallow after the insane comeback you were on, but FURIA managed to break through that B defense for the first time in a long time.
Yeah, nice to see Serato actually set up for a change. Sure, like he should be able to get away with value on B-lurks, but he's been going on his own every time. This round, it's a lot more fluid. FURIA gets smoke in for him, then they flash him late out of apps, and they're able to play off him there with an entry. So Cat's position gets made very vulnerable. As is Ana's on this save. Oh, she can't get away with the AWP.
Okay, can you...
FURIA with the first of overtime. Finally trying to figure out this T side.
Ooh, hell of a move from Ana, playing through the molly. No success this time around, though, as FURIA are a bit more cautious about middle. They've been burned many a time by the Ana AWP. Oh, Lex, not to need the smoke, gets one lobbed over. Just a second or two early as Cello was about to swing out mid. It's clear that Ana is feeling very hungry to get involved on this AWP, though, with how this round has started.
At a certain point, they're not giving it away, so she's got to pick a position and stick to it. It's going to be triple with a lot of support on this A site. So Imperial setup looking pretty nice right now. But with the bomb in middle, options are still open for FURIA. They don't have to commit on their initial volley. Will Bubble give away an entry here? Skulls is tucked in, looking for this kill. Bubble gets an opener. Yuri trades. That might beckon them in.
Kind of a wild swing from Bubble. Gets out with one. Here's the triple con split out of FURIA. Can they get past Zaz? Holds the line with the first. Serato, an important trade. They still have this AWP, and 23 floating around under Palace left to worry about, though. They're going to flush her out. They've got to move past this AWP, and Ana, that was the chance she was going to get to turn the tide of this round, but it sails on past them.
don't need to save this. You may as well give it a go. You got the money anyway.
Cat goes through, playing off the flash, but can't get her bearings on Serato, and there's Fallen holding the line. Anna's AWP is locked out. FURIA chained together 2 in overtime.
I like the change for FURIA, going for a lot later on the mid-take. They know how much util Imperial have been using to get mid-control early, right? All the nades to break window smokes, all the flashes for Bubble to swing off Cat. And as they burn everything early in the round, FURIA then come very late with a triple con split. And it's a lot to ask for Zaz to get multiple kills there. Anna's not given the entry out ramp. And FURIA overwhelm A. Back-to-back rounds now in OT, so Imperial try and pull a trick out. Double under drop fast.
This isn't something that FURIA have had to worry about in this game yet.
This could get really nice backstab timing. It's the first time Serato's not started here in a long time. So as long as they can block and live for a little bit of time, Zaz is behind enemy lines.
This is really heads up from Zaz.
Or Cello, though. Why is he ready for this? It's so quiet. Zaz won't go too far.
Oh, no!
Oh my
God, wait!
That's
this is so wild! Anna's now been spotted down in lower. Will that get them to check behind one more time? Zaz, hot on their heels with his backstab.
Wrong way, though. She's going A. Still might be good in the late round, but don't worry about it now. It's Anna in the middle of the action. The nade's coming down on connector. Cello's going to creep through.
Needs to hit this, tries her hand at the no-scope, but she will live to tell the tale, and there's support from Cat. There's still this lurk at large on Zaz, in with this backstab. That's going to come in a little bit later. You need the rest of Imperial to hold the line. 23 overran, and Cat can't hold on much longer. It's now all eyes on Zaz. This backstab has been a long time coming. Oh. Plant denied with 30 seconds left. They've entrusted this to Zaz in the clutch. Well, she failed them. Nades pulled. Caught in the open, but able to reposition. Zaz getting tricky with it. Up and over the smokes. Spotted now, but she's making this happen, and it's just Fallen left to beat. 2 most experienced players on either side of their rosters. Zaz versus Fallen. Nade on the smoke. She plays right through it. Zaz turns up with a 1v3 to give Imperial their only round on this CT side of overtime.
That's an unbelievable clutch that FURIA give away, and she absolutely robs from them. Just going back in non-stop every time.
The way she played around Fallen's nade was perfect as well.
Dude, that was
like, in Fallen's mind, he's already got the nade out. He's thinking, I'm about to ruin her day. And he nades the smoke, and she's already pushed through it. That is
relentless clutch. I mean, yeah, so confident. I'd love to see it. It's given them a chance.
That's a rough way for this to start.
The T side was so hard, Harry. Both teams having trouble. FURIA break that in overtime, but now Imperial need to one-up it. And again, they have to do it from a 4v5. Oh, nice molly. Skulls is scared of them. FURIA try and cycle smokes to stop this connector control, but it is inevitable. Imperial are coming for it, whether you like it or not. It's Zaz alone in middle as her team regroup for another A commit. Serato is in the site. They're not even playing B. It's just Fallen on a cross. So this is suddenly a very difficult looking round for Imperial, as they have to trifle with a full A stack. Oh, good info.
Get the tag. I know that Serato is waiting under Palace, but 23 can't really be her to make the first move here. She's stuck watching the stairs. Serato's been allowed to overstay his welcome.
It's the lurk.
Let's find success on her lurk up through the connector. No, surely not another. Zaz backing off. Skulls gives chase. Serato trapped in this box gets dropped on by 23. Fallen's AWP posted. There's still layers to this defense, and as they move in, they will clean up. FURIA up on map point here, have 2 chances to lock this one in.
Oh, a very commendable run for Imperial, and it will need to be unbelievable if they're going to drag this into another overtime off the T side. We'll have to see their best rounds yet. Shown us some phenomenal individual efforts. Cat anchoring on CT. Zaz with a rifle. Anna's aggressive CT AWP, but T side has been such a whirlwind. Getting swept up in it. good grenades in the ramp as well. Put 2 players down to 50. And Bubble back to regulation. A 4v5 in middle as FURIA look to run this one home. It's Yuri in the sandwich with a nice spray. Orp will not connect, and Anna full blind. This might be the end of the line.
It was a damn good attempt, right? At the 11-3 scoreline, you thought this one was long over. Managed to battle all the way back into OT, even being the squad that could have closed this out. But in the end, once you hit overtime, FURIA, Fallen's boys, able to pick it up. They walk away with Mirage, saving face in this one, but the series still alive. Waiting in the wings is Dust2, FURIA's map pick.
Yeah. Time to get things going though. Dust2, map 2, Imperial's chance at redemption here against FURIA, a map in their pocket.
Yeah, they'll get the comfort of at least starting on the CT half. That was where they found their success back on Mirage. Early on, it's pretty measured over here in mid. FURIA allowed to take the space with that doors smoke down. And so FURIA, all the real estate they wanted here. Players up in Cat, they've got lower tunnels. Now the smoke's faded. Let's see if Cat can be the one to get the ball rolling.
Mid is a potent setup, but Anna gets cleared perfectly. Zaz through the smoke with a couple more, but it's still FURIA trading effectively and faking the steps. Zaz getting baited in, or his Bubble rather, coming through. And Fallen played him like a fiddle there. Forced that reaction, leaving 23 out of this round. And FURIA are even tucked in, so he's not going to get any freebies here. They're all even got to wait for Fallen. They don't need to commit. And there he goes. FURIA come through the pistol. And that's despite the stack.
I'm so proud of us. And this is a proof that we can challenge these guys. Okay? Full confidence. Full confidence now. Okay, guys?
Yeah.
That's, I mean, you know, both games now have started off with a nice kind of talk from Zaz, and I think especially after that first map, something to remind the group, you know, what they just achieved in that opener and how it could have even been the Imperial victory. She's done a lot in trying to step up to be the leader, and as the most experienced player on the team, I think that's exactly what you want to see and hear from Zaz in this series.
Yeah, the question is, would FURIA have stood a chance?
I actually don't think they would have. I think it would have, yeah.
Yeah, probably would have gone better.
Bubble had a really rough go at it in that first map.
Just kind of 4v5ing them a lot in middle, right? He needs to lock in a little bit more for this second map, because so many rounds just dry swinging out mid with no support.
Yeah, that's the thing that felt so rough about it, is like he was dying in the same way every time.
Yeah, never really adapted or learned. And I think the big thing, at least for FURIA, to talk about them is they did adapt and they did improve on their T side by the end, going for really late mid control, not just running into these util combo setups that Imperial had and all the smokes they were breaking early in the round. And to be honest, the longer the rounds were, the more Imperial was sweating. Think about that last round of regulation, the 5v4 post-plant retake that they, you know, drop a little bit. Don't trade super well. FURIA all fighting in the open. But this is a new map, a new opportunity, with Zaz bringing yet another speech for the Imperial squad. We know there's more than a chance here.
That's the thing I think that's been coolest about the speeches from it, is like they're not just empty words, right? Like Zaz gives that one even heading into the pistol and then delivers that little double kill in mid, or... I always try and listen in.
Well, stop talking.
Yeah, I know, I did. I cut myself off straight away.
You're doing both.
Now I don't remember what I was saying, so right back into this, FURIA. They were able to secure that B site. 1 kill decided the round, and so now Imperial get to run back this force. You saw it work out for them back on Mirage.
And it's going to fall back after a pick attempt.
I think, you know, the fact it's Dust2 and Anna started to really step up in that Mirage game, like suddenly was finding openings, was winning rounds for Imperial. I think that's going to make all the difference on this second map. As, you know, we know Dust2 can be dominated by AWPers.
Yuri in a very good position to stop this aggressor on long. He even catches them going back. Doesn't know about Zaz, though. This is a perfect bait setup. Zaz gets a free kill like that. She's going to go for it, sending it out top mid and upgrading to the AK as well. Well, the scout falls on A and FURIA pick up the pace to get the bomb in tow. There's still hope in the form of Zaz.
Cello trying to mop up this AK, and he will secure it. Zaz out on an island, swinging it wide with the AK pulled.
Cello coming in again with a dominant lead. He really started strong on that previous map, right? He was 18-6 in the first 10 rounds or so. So looking for a similar start. FURIA definitely needed the firepower, lacking in Serato and Yuri's case.
Feels like it can be a real curse to this FURIA squad, though. Cello is this insane potential to be an X factor. Every now and again, he'll have these games where he just pops off. It's sad, though. It feels like whenever he does, others go quiet.
FURIA with crazy, or sorry, Fallen with crazy routing there. Just drops down middle and gets on the left side very quickly. And it's not ready for that position, and they're going to pick up the pace and not even considering this B-split's coming in. Imperial get the information in the form of audio, but they're going to need to hit their shots.
Full tucked as well as this comes in.
Uh-oh.
This can get real rough. That Molly's going to force a reaction out of Cat. Leaves her in the prying eyes of Cello.
That was perfect.
So an all-in B-take there for FURIA on the split out through middle. Not a single wasted piece of util. It all hits its mark, and this scoreline continues to rack up.
The worst part about being, you know, either of the B players there is while you know FURIA are right at the door and the window, they're not pushing. It makes you so paranoid that you're getting split from tunnels. Even though that wasn't the case, it just was FURIA buying time to get grenades in. The Molly perfectly clears Cat. There's no way Imperial could hold the line. 23 is just trying to survive. FURIA having none of it right now. 4-0 in a confident, decisive manner. Even hunting these kills. Come out swinging into map 2 have FURIA after brushing off the dust. Now they want to pick it up. This is great, yeah, the nade to stop Anna getting a spot early that lets him get an unorthodox position. Fallen can also be very reliable at getting these cross shots in middle, these wall bangs through door. So the pathing when you leave spawn is extremely important. I've seen Cat cross close door to try and be safer and throw HEs as well. This round is done before it begins. 1:30 and FURIA have 4 kills. And they know Cat is B anchor. Not even going for the bomb. They just want to finish the kill here.
I think this probably feels pretty brutal if you're Imperial after being a round away from winning the previous map, losing it in OT, and now moving on to FURIA's map pick, and you're getting bodied to open up.
Yeah, they picked CT, right? But I actually think this is one of the harder halves to play in CS right now, akin to CT Anubis. Just because, yeah, FURIA get to call the shots and make a lot of plays, and you've got to just be the recipient of that, right? FURIA have a deep playbook on this map. It's been a go-to for them.
Also, you know, this is where having a coach standing in probably makes things a little more jarring as well, right? There's a lot of kind of spawn-based plays you can look to make as CT, but these require cohesion and everyone being on the same page. Is Bubble going to be able to hit that sort of stride?
Oh, look at the take.
Towards long. It's an all-in long take, but it's been a bit confused through this smoke. And even though the flashes were streaming on in, Skull's playing ahead of it. Good for the openings.
Yeah, they got stuck there. One player in the smoke, one player behind, blind. Didn't seem like they knew whether they wanted to commit or not. And it's got to be Zaz again. Stray bullet. That's all it would take. Or a stray player lurking through the other site. KSerato's got B. They're stuck at long, so I don't even think FURIA are going to go back. I think they're just going to wait for KSerato to go on the big flank. Zaz, oh, she survives in the Molotov. Bailed out by a smoke. All the meantime, KSerato is gaining ground.
This could be a kind of sick bait and switch. I mean, they're not going to win the round. That's the part that sucks, right? The bomb has left. But this could be a little bait and switch because you're going to think that Cat was the player in the corner here.
At this point, it's unimpactful. FURIA have already won this round.
Well, I know. Zaz with a multi-kill. That's just nice to look at. There's one. And the second for Zaz. So sure, it doesn't win them the round, but a nice little sequence.
They're going for it. They're looking. There is a kill available in middle. That can beckon you in.
Oh, here's the golden opportunity to try and make this retake happen, but Cello, good degree of finesse on that little flick back into the spawn, and it's just Ana left on this AWP. They're all homed in on this position. They want to try and get that AWP out of play.
No bullets.
USP pulled and not going to serve her well. Instead, it's the 6-0 lead, very quickly swelling out of control here.
I'll buy scout and fight them mid, to be honest.
Bubble fight in the mid. Some habits die hard. Get your votes in now. Does it work?
Fallen, yeah.
It was a backbone of his decision making in the first map, and it never really worked out. Let's see if it's any better for Bubble here. Spot on the jump across.
Oh, I
well,
said it.
There's instant death for Bubble. If you voted option C, you're the winner.
Zaz hero rifle, 23's found the mid pick. Cat can't afford to die in this position. Got to force FURIA elsewhere, but she goes back for a swing and a miss. Nice shot for Fallen, puts that hero rifle to rest, and if it's grabbed, he's going to see it. Oh my god, midair!
She got the AWP.
Flying in, she follows up. 2v2 now. FURIA back out, they get shot in the back. Only KSerato, he hasn't died in this map. Will he keep that up?
Gotta lock in double-digit kills here and now. KSerato will be dealt his first death of the game.
That's important.
Bomb down over in middle. Anna's aware of this. Watching it from lower on the AWP. This is proactive from 23 as well. She's already pushed into the upper tunnels and started to clear all this out. That's going to let her play in tandem with Anna's AWP, but she's not required. A heroic push from Ana on the 5-7. Nets her the big green, and she goes on a tear past that point. Welcome to Dust2 Imperial. Took a little while for them to arrive. It's on the low econ round that they get on the board.
It's so cool we can get rounds like that from Imperial, because I think what it does show is there's no doubt that these players individually have a lot of skill, right? They just haven't had the experience. They haven't had the scrim time. They haven't been playing these top teams in tournaments. And so, you know, add that to the repertoire. Give these players chances and time. I think we could be seeing a lot more of these breakout women's teams. A lot of individual prowess being shown today from players like Zaz, like Ana. So Imperial break into this game, but you got to stay consistent. It can't be a flash in the pan. Got a 1-2 setup here with that nade going in. Might beckon Cat to swing. Skulls commits and he wins that fight. Low health, but 5v4 nonetheless for FURIA.
Ana creeping around, actually going to get the better of Fallen there. After that big 3K in the round prior, it's good to see Ana bringing that sort of confidence and momentum back to the forefront. of this round. Might not matter though with Skulls.
They just go now.
Getting out with another kill over towards B. That's going to trigger the rotation of FURIA. They start to scramble bodies around. 23 with another heads-up play here. Some good individual moments pushing through the long doors. She's going to get all this info and the equalizing kill.
Okay.
Bubble now takes up defense of the B site. He's 0-6, yet to find a kill in this game. Needs one here at a bare minimum. Bubble in the spotlight, rotates coming over. And Azorb falls on deaf ears and they lose her at the doors, but there's 23 arriving.
Oh.
It comes down to Bubble in this 1v1. Serato can't quite get a beat on him. Nade pulled, further damage in with the swing, and Serato keeps it clean as Bubble loses his head in the 1v1.
I would love 23 to bait him a little bit more there right after she shows her position, tuck in, play off of Bubble's contact. They were chomping at the bit to finish that round, but in doing so, let Serato take his 1v1s. And hey, he had a poor map, we called him out, but this one is a very different game for Serato. 10-1 with a clutch to boot. Got very scary though. We keep getting these rounds. We had a 2v5 get down to a 2v2 on Mirage. Same thing here as well. A nice try for Imperial, but losing the reset round will do them no favors. They're going to be able to get a bye at least. But back to the range of FURIA, fielding a dominant lead, akin to that first half of Mirage. It's a great spawn for Fallen. Almost certainly going to take it. It's the bread and butter of Dust2. Got to get that long control. But he actually opts to go middle. And in doing so, they miss the timing lower. Zaz is here and they don't know.
Nade's pulled as well. She's going to catch Cello unaware. Nice opener found from Zaz. They know about her now, though. She doesn't have that element of surprise anymore. There is a player trying to fight her here. She's got one man pinned in. Oh, here's the push. Putting pressure on Skulls. It's all Zaz. The footsteps take his eyes off the prize, and that's when Zaz strikes. Anna's going to get out. Dodge death, live to fight another day. And look to have her moment there. Serato on the angle. That's the AWP removed.
This is dangerous for Bubble. They could clear him from above right now. Serato won't check it. He hears those steps in middle. That actually sets Bubble up well. But he still goes pushing in, and Serato's got a couple. 3-on-3 now, pulling it back from that early advantage in the B tunnels, and Yuri's even cleared the site. If this bomb comes back through lower, this round might be dead in the water. Zaz flanking. Decent timing, but I don't think Serato needs to come back. They know they've got the plant. He can pull up a late round lurk. The later he is, the better. As Imperial don't know, they go to clear catwalk. There's a third.
Cat can try to jump up, apply a bit more pressure, but you know, giving Serato a lot of 1v1s. Gets out with 3 kills in the round. Meanwhile, that plant was going down at B. 2v2 in the retake. Imperial once again interested in giving this one a look, but there's Fallen's AWP. Striking 23 from the cards, leaving it all on Cat, who hasn't had the best of starts here to Dust2. 0-8 as she maneuvers up, looking for a 1v2, and she's not ready for Yuri. Close, playing tucked. It's a patient game from Yuri as he was waiting there all round for his chance to strike.
Yeah, and this is what FURIA look like when individually they're on form, right? Even if they make some mistakes, they get bailed out by great individuals. They leave a huge gap there, allowing Zaz to flank lower, and I think Imperial made the most of that, assisting her with an upper push, but as the round draws out, Serato wakes up 13-2.
Zaz hero gun, it's always going to get you believing.
Whoa,
she's done a lot of damage. Wants to take both of these kills down in lower.
Crazy.
Yuri knows better. He's like, I'm not facing it. I'm getting out while I still can. Skulls fed to the wolves. Cello on the long side, though. There's the advantage reclaimed. Zaz staying very mobile on this M4. Looking to keep them guessing. They last faced her on the catwalk.
Oh, dude, he is so sharp right now. Crisp for Keserato. And with a crunch comes Fallen. FURIA 4-on-2, looking to trap these last couple of players. Or just avoid them entirely and go for a mid to B.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem, right? You know where they're going to be.
Yeah, Cat 0-10 is a problem now. As the B anchor, it's not making life easy. And FURIA have, without a doubt, abused this position all half long. Yuri AWPing does connect. And Anna, maybe there's a gun to find in lower.
Bomb has been planted.
It's like never a good moment to go and get it.
Yeah, he's going to run last second, I think.
All right. Give us the biggest jump you've got, Anna. Oh, well, still gets out with a kill, but not able to save that AK when all is said and done. It's FURIA up onto a 9th. Hell of a lead taken, and that's in spite of some nice starts to these rounds, most notably out of Zaz.
Yeah, she got 3 dinks off of Catwalk, right? You give her an AK and that's a 5v3 immediately again, but we've had advantage rounds for Imperial where FURIA have managed to come back, and I think the stress is connecting now. This is a lot more one-sided than the beginning of Mirage. Another timeout, at least. Make the most of it. Second AWP coming in for Bubble without armor. Him and Cat, B and mid, both having a tricky time. And sure, that's also part of the result of FURIA abusing these positions. But there's no saving yourselves unless you step up. FURIA looking for long, finally.
Active in the mid round, trying to take away Catwalk. As Long has fallen, but FURIA already moving in. Keserato found Shaw. There's a lot of space taken in the meantime. Cello leading the charge, his teammates falling in line behind him, and Cello not missing a beat. Deals with the big threat. Zaz knocked out of play. And his AWP just going to get smoked off now, so FURIA's got no part to play.
Look at them, they're just aim mapping. No one's going objective, no one's throwing nades, they're all just looking for the fight. Feeling very confident right now individually.
Cat triple kill jump shot.
Would be a first. And there, she gets her first.
Can he go any further though? Low on ammo.
Skulls.
Every shot's got to count. Bubbles AWP now makes its presence known. They're starting to grind their way back into this retake. Fallen had to make a play there. No scope connects, and with Yuri lending a helping hand, Anna is locked out of this round. FURIA double digits secured. As they recover a retake that was looking to come through for Imperial. Couple of chance kills. Bubble firing off, finding success on the AWP. Cat getting on the board. But Fallen and Yuri step up. They stand and deliver.
Yeah, I think part of it as well is Yuri's a third guy on default. They get 2 kills on Goose and on Ramp, and you think there's not a third guy in the site, right? They're all playing the bomb. And so Yuri's position catches 2 off guard. And this is FURIA making mincemeat of this map.
I think the thing that's going to feel... It's going to feel nice, but also at the same time rough. And I'm going to look at the rough angle, is that, like, if you're Tori watching on from home, you're probably thinking, damn, if I was there for Mirage, that would have tipped the scales. This was 1 round away from being a 3-map series. Instead, FURIA want to put it to rest very quickly. And it goes hunting on that AWP, but doesn't like what she finds. Instead, it's it's Cat getting aggressive in through the tunnels.
Bubble has an armorless A1S in this round. See if that comes to matter. Anna's been tagged early on Catwalk. She's had to go all the way back to play the bomb site. It's a round that it feels like FURIA will now have to really work for it. 4v5 and Imperial settle into their setup. They're not giving away any kills here. That's the call. Don't need to make plays. And so 23 tucked in a good position at long. Could extract some value here. Oh, the molly. Forces the swing, and she gets out alive. Second chance for 23.
Only 10 bullets left in the MP9. She's called for support. Bubble's made his way over. Fallen Zorb holds this angle, and so as Bubble tries to lend a helping hand, he falls. It's gotta be Anna. Orb fires off for the first. Fallen waits on this corner. And tries to give time to Cello to make a bit of a play out the catwalk. He'll get bested. It's got to be Fallen. He does deal with Imperial Zorpa. Gap starting to close as Fallen makes his way up long. Cat and Zaz, the two left in this. And they're going to swing him together. Fallen will connect it. A lot of damage done. It's him and Zaz again left up in the 1v1. Last time she was able to close it out. Uses that util. She's wasted all of his time. Fallen just going to lock that plant in. Zaz thought she'd won the round with that Molotov, and now she's got to clutch up in the 1v1. That is a ballsy move from Fallen, but Zaz taken out. Wide old swing, and Fallen ties it up at 1-1 in their clutch head-to-head. An 11-1 lead for FURIA as they surge towards the finish line.
On map 1 of Mirage, Imperial Valkyries soared here on Dust2. They may have hit the ceiling and come crashing back down. FURIA with an 11-1 half, looking dominant on the T side, and Katowice just coming back in with a insane map of Counter-Strike. After being a bit of a problem piece in Mirage, he's anything but here on Dust. Imperial, to say they need a pistol would be an insult. It's obvious. But FURIA look to keep the pressure on.
Yeah, I think the other problem you're going to have is you lit a bit of a fire under FURIA with Mirage and the comeback that Imperial Valkyries fielded there. I don't know if you're going to catch them sleeping twice over, especially now at an even more dominant scoreline than that previous comeback.
Got the long control, got Zaz coming up catwalk.
I mean, Zaz is kind of the GOAT.
Yeah, in a way.
She has been impressive across the series and been the one trying to keep the team mentally in this, acting as that leadership figure. But falling first in the pistol to open up this second half.
Oh, wow.
Cello playing through their Molotov. There is still a line. He decides to try and cross it. 23 will get rid of him. Plant now found here. Oh my God, they're being real cheeky in this pistol. Well, Imperial make them pay the price. Skull's dual Beretta is tapped out. But there's Fallen lending a helping hand in the pistol. A whirlwind from Fallen to secure Dust2 for FURIA.
Two great maps for Fallen, right? Back to back. 18-3 right now. It doesn't really get much better in this game. But keep in mind, folks, people who are here for the Imperial story, there is another matchup. There is a lower bracket. There will be one more best of 3 played for Imperial. In fact, they will be taking on Big. So it seems. For FURIA, it's just about knocking down the final couple of pins. We said coming in, this was never going to be easy. The map that FURIA took Spirit down on at the Shanghai Major, the only team to beat Spirit once we hit the Major, was FURIA on this very map at a BO1.
Well, that's just straight up unlucky, isn't it?
Okay. Entry.
There's Katowice getting burnt by the mollies. They've done a very good job of making him super uncomfortable, but they still haven't got away with the kill yet. How's Katowice still alive? This guy's been put through the ringer. 3 Molotovs landing at his feet, and he's still offering up resistance. Katowice will close. And so FURIA dominate this second map, closing the series 2-0. They'll start off their Katowice play and run with a nice dub over the Imperial Valkyries.
There we go. FURIA, they had to